Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't watched my videos previously, then my name is Frankie and welcome. And today's video is going to be about what my goals are for 2019. Now I have written down a list, so I will be flickering, looking down at the list and then looking up at you guys, so I'm not being distracted by something else. Eliza's asleep, Jake's asleep, it's about midnight now, and I thought now's a good time to shoot this video. I did have a quick chat with Jake earlier about a couple of the things I've written down on here, and he seems to be on board with what I've said, so I don't want this video to just be a load of waffle and not actually have some meaning behind it, or not be achievable. And he said that he thought the things I had said was pretty fair, so that's all good. And yeah, I'm going to just jump straight into it. So if you haven't watched my videos previously, then just to let you know that 2018 was a pretty big year for my husband and I. I gave birth to our little girl back in September, and she's our first child. So yeah, it's been a really great year for us. And 2019, we're not hoping to sort of beat 2018 because that's not going to be possible. But what I want to do is grow and develop this year. If that's probably my ultimate goal, actually, and definitely flourish as a mum. So I've got three things here that I want always kept at the back of my mind, and they're not direct goals as such. They're more what I need to be aware of to better myself, I would say. And the first and the most important one for me is to be the absolute best mum possible for Eliza. And with that comes, I want to make sure that when the time comes and I am going back to work, as I'm currently on maternity leave at the moment, and I'll be going back probably at the end of the summer, I want to be able to make the time. That's my cat clawing, if you can hear. She's probably somewhere there. I want to make my time with Eliza in the evenings and Jake. That's the cat going mad. She's going loopy. Stop it. I'm trying to film. Yeah, I want to spend the evenings and make it quality time with Eliza. So I don't want Jake and I coming home and being like, right, we need to do the X, Y and Z, and almost like plonk her in front of the TV or get her straight into bed as quickly as possible. So I am going to have to, with that tying in, organise myself better. We are terrible at organising ourselves, and I know that before I went on maternity leave and I was working full time, so there'd be nights where we'd just come home, couldn't be bothered to cook, and we get a takeaway, and we're not going to be in a position to do that anymore with the prices of childcare on top of bills, and you know, there's three of us now, and I want to be a lot more sort of savvy, and with that comes you know, preparing things at the weekends. So when we do get home, we have a solid routine with her in the evening, and that gives her some good time with us, and she's not just put in front of a telly. We get time to read a book to her, bath time. So yeah, I am going to be planning that as I approach going back to work, and making sure that we stick to our guns on that. And with that, we'll tie in with the next thing, which is, if you guys have watched the previous videos, you'll now know that I do suffer with a huge amount of stress, anxiety and worrying. And there's Rosie going again. And as I said, like, I'm already stressing about when I go back to work, and I should be enjoying my maternity leave at the moment. And you'll notice in my last video I did say about I broke a tooth with stress and anxiety, grinding my teeth, and somehow tonight I've managed to chip another tooth, which is the one below, the one that had been repaired, and that just tells me in itself I can't keep breaking all my teeth, and that I do need to get this under control. I need to really put stuff in a box and tell myself, you know, there's no point stressing and worrying, because if I'm stressing and worrying about other people, they certainly aren't stressing and worrying about me. If I'm stressing and worrying about situations, there's always an answer. And I'm starting to learn that it's better to confront something rather than bottle it up. So hopefully having those things in the back of my mind will help me to improve on my stress and anxiety, and that's a really important thing for me to focus on this year, because I don't want Eliza feeding off that sort of tension, especially if I go back to work. I don't want to be stressing and coming home and her stressing. So yeah, that's something I'm definitely going to be pulling together this year. And the final thing sort of in the back of my mind, sort of like I said, the goals that I need to bear in mind every day, and that is basically to work on my self-confidence. I'm not a very confident person. Whilst I was pregnant, I didn't feel the best I'd ever felt, and to be fair, I haven't felt great since I've had Eliza. And I really want to work on that this year, and such things as, like, I've started walking with a friend of mine who lives down my road. She's also got a baby the same age as Eliza. Because I haven't been doing my commute walking, I do feel bigger. So I've started walking with her, and I mean, it might not sound much to people, but like on Saturday, Jake and I went out all day, and he said we did over 8 miles walking. So for me, that's better than sitting on my arse all day. And yeah, I need to start curbing my food intake, because I'm very good at binge eating on crap. And the thing is, I do like healthy food. I do love my fruit, vegetables, salads, and it is just, I wouldn't say laziness, because I don't think we're lazy people, but I think we just get caught up in so much other stuff. We're not actually smart planning ahead, like I'm saying, to be organised, preparing healthy dinners and all that. So this year, and I know Jake's really stepping up his fitness. He's quite a healthy, fit person. He wants to turn things around this year. So yeah, I think with Eliza going to be weaned this year and all that, we are going to change our eating habits, and that means cutting out takeaways and just not eating crap. And chocolate is my big vice, I'm not going to lie, but I think also I used to smoke prior to the IVF, and I think, if I'm honest, I've probably lent more on food since those last few years of not smoking. And yeah, I think that probably hasn't helped my waistline. So, but the habit's well and truly gone of smoking now. So I need to cut the habit of eating, don't I, and replace it. I don't know. Maybe I'll drink gallons of water. So the rest of these points, shall I say, are things that I actually can do, and I am going to make myself do. And yeah, they're not such deep points and goals, but basically, this is probably going to be more relevant towards the end of the year when I do go back to work, but I am going to perhaps try and incorporate it now while we're at home, and that is to do one thing different for Eliza every month. So like a family day out, and not your usual just going down to the park or going down to your local high street. Nothing like that. I mean, doing something exciting and engaging for her. We're lucky we live in Kent, so we've got a lot of farms here. There's a lot of local zoos and things like that. So yeah, I think obviously this is going to be a lot more relevant as she gets older, but she is very aware of what's going on around her now. So, and it creates a good positive family time, especially because Jake works all week, and it just gives us time away from home, so to enjoy each other's company, really. The other bits that I am going to say, oh yeah, so another one is for me to find a new hobby this year. I haven't really got a hobby. Could I say that this is a hobby? I suppose. Yeah, probably is. But I don't really have a proper hobby. And like, I looked at Jake today and he went for a run. And that wouldn't interest me, I'm not going to lie. But I need to find something for me that I enjoy. And I don't know what it is yet. And it might take me months to find. But I'm determined to find something that I really enjoy doing that's different. For me also, I love reading. Absolutely love reading. And I've got 2 new books that I've just recently bought that are sitting on my bedside table. And I am going to try and make the most of some quiet time with Eliza now the new year's kicking in, to catch up on a little bit of reading, because I love a book. And I used to love reading a good book in a hot bath on a Sunday night before Eliza was born. And maybe that's something I can do as she gets a little bit older and I can have a bit more time in the bathroom. Who knows? That might be a dream for when she's 15. But yeah, I mean, I love reading, so maybe incorporate that as well, that I read more this year. I have spoke to you guys about Jake and I have been really good this year, as in 2018. And we did have a little bit of debt hanging over us from our wedding that was a few years ago. I wouldn't say it actually through any fault of our own. We ended up buying our house earlier than we ever imagined, and it coincided with the time within a few months of us getting married. So yeah, we needed to get a loan out to pay the last remaining bit that we committed on our wedding. And we've paid it all off. It's all gone now. It's all clear, and we are back to positive figures again. And I want to remain debt free. That's a huge stress and worry and anxiety trigger for both Jake and I think. And I think it's taken the strain off of us sometimes as a couple as well, the fact that we're now debt free. So yeah, if anything, I want to go the other way now and try and start putting a little bit aside, which coincides with another thing that I've put, and that is to continue smart spending. So don't think that you earn X amount, that you've got X amount to spend. Try and live off less. And to be fair, Jake and I are, you know, we're not flamboyant spenders, but as I said in the previous video, I can be impulsive at times. And you know, it's just how our outlook is. Like, I've got to be honest, sometimes I think, about 3 years ago, if I've been honest, I wouldn't ever particularly check my bank account, because I'd be like, oh, what does it say? Where now I check my bank account daily. As I said to you the other day, my bank, who are nationwide, have an app which is fantastic, because they tell you, they break down your spending so you know where your money's going without having to go through each individual item. It almost does a pie chart for you and says that you're spending £200 a month on takeaways, or, I mean, it's a lot of money for takeaways, but you know what I mean. I think it is eating out, they do, like an eating out, so it's takeaways and restaurants and all that. Then you've got your supermarket shops, and then you've got your other options, and I think it even brings it down to like, if you went to a bar for the night, it had like entertainment money, but it splits it all the way round. So what I need to do is actually bring down our shopping bill, because I think I am very much buy and then throw half of it out. But as I said, being more organised, and I've started it off this week and I've been really good. We've not had any wastage. I've bought all the fruit and veg that we need. That's Molly behind. And I'm going to, you know, I've used everything that I've bought, so hopefully to carry on those ways. And just reading them all. The last one is basically to continue doing my YouTube videos. So I want to increase my videos. as I've been doing the last few weeks, and hopefully increase my subscribers this year. I'm not saying that I'm going to be some massive YouTube channel, but it'd be good to reach out to some more people and post a lot more videos for the loyal people that I have had here to subscribe to my channel. And I want to make the channel relevant to what people want me to record. I'm going to try and get Eliza in a few more of the videos, because a lot of you have been here throughout my IVF journey, so probably are intrigued to see where she's at with her development. But yeah, I also want to do all different things on this channel, and let you guys know a little bit more than what you already know, because at the moment you just know really about my fertility treatment and a little bit of my personal life, where I want to take you on our journey, and I'm definitely going to focus on getting more videos, whether there be a more professional by the end of the year, who knows. But right here and now, I'm just quite happy vlogging to you guys, and yeah, hoping that we can get a few more subscribers by the end of the year. So, and that's it really. That is my goals. And I think really they're just about, the overall is to basically organise myself, keep on top of things like my finances. Oh, the other, I've just missed out one more, which was to continue doing our house up. Because obviously we've done our living room up recently. We did Eliza's nursery, and this year we do need to do our kitchen up. As in, we probably won't put a new kitchen in, but we're re-spruce it up a little bit. Our bedroom, and we do have the spare room to do. And then maybe in a year or two's time we might do a new kitchen and bathroom in here. We'll have to see. But yes, we've got some jobs, but I'm going to do a little bit at a time, to make it manageable, affordable, and yeah, just to realistics, and not sort of say, right, I'm going to do my kitchen up top to bottom and get a new kitchen put in there, because that's realistically not going to happen as Eliza's growing up in the first year of life. So, but yeah, I'm going to leave it there though, guys. As I said, it is more about organisation, keeping on top of things, positive thoughts, and hopefully we'll be on to a good 2019. But thank you guys for watching my video, and I will speak to you all later. Take care, bye.